Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. We're going to do a daily challenge. It's been a long time for me doing dailies, as you can see here. Well, apparently not that long. We did the 25th one on the NLSS, that's right. And I did okay in that one. You can go watch that in the VOD, I suppose, if it exists. If not, it exists on twitch.tv/Northern Lion. But I've taken a few days off from dailies to try to get backlog a little bit more sorted, and I realize people mostly want to watch the dailies if they are in close proximity to the day that is actually relevant, you know? So I'm recording this on February 28th, and it's probably going to be up on February 29th. So, hopefully that makes it a little bit more palatable for people. This is a Maggie one, and it is going to Mega Satan. Okay, that is actually a pretty ridiculously interesting daily to come back to. Okay, I really wanted to blow up that Tinted Rock, but it's all good either way. I think it's better this way, because, again, people like dailies. By and large, people like dailies. Again, when we had that poll on the subreddit, people were like, 72% of people or whatever were fine with the status quo for Isaac. Which, to me, I mean, obviously, mathematically, that's a majority, but, those people are not going to be people complaining in comments and stuff like that. So, it's easy to look at, probably we'll go Book of Sin. It's easy to look at, a few hundred angry comments and be like, okay, people by and large want to mix up the daily formula, but, there's 1,000 unseen people who perhaps have a differing opinion. But I do think that it was time to at least get the daily backlog exhausted. And it was good. I had an opportunity to do a lot of Eden Streak recording, which is nice for me, so I can get a bit of a backlog going there instead, in a place where it's a little bit less timely, if that makes sense. Like, you don't have to be super on time with the Eden Streak runs, because it doesn't really matter, or doesn't really matter if you recorded them in February or September, or, doesn't make a difference either way. So, hopefully, people appreciate the timely dailies. There will be a little bit of a stretch where I'm away in March, where probably there won't be any dailies, but there will be Isaac episodes in the Eden Streak category, or a random streak category, whatever streak we may or may not be on at that point. But anyway, moving on. The other feedback, and I don't like, that was close, getting too inside baseball about recording, because I feel like 80% of people just don't give a shit. They're just here for the entertainment value, which is awesome. Thank you for that. But for the people who enjoy the inside baseball, talking about recording strategies and stuff like that, I'm going to try not to talk so much about just finding exactly the same items over and over. I'm going to try to limit my use of the word seam, and I'm going to try to provide an entertaining product on dailies. And maybe instead of absolutely 100% min-maxing, we'll, oh man, don't lose this black card, please. We'll focus on, doing the dailies our way, having a good time, above all else making an entertaining product instead of just, trying to siphon off every possible opportunity to pick up extra points that we possibly can. But we'll see. I'm mostly just going to try to be myself. That's something I'm relatively good at for the most part, Sometimes you just have to readjust a little bit. The screw and full health. Okay, I mean, the screw's a good pickup, but half a black card scares me a little bit. Burning Basement's no joke. Nobody else has been doing the dailies except for Europa and Aluk on my friends list, so I think that maybe dailies have lost their luster for a lot of people, but I really like them. I have to admit. And, I mean, it's kind of unfair to say, but one of the reasons I really like them is probably because I have the most experience out of my, immediate circle of friends who play the game. So it's always, reaffirming to sign in for a daily and be like, oh, I suck, looks like I won. And that's got to be frustrating for other people to see. So I can understand not always wanting to do dailies, but I do think there's a little bit of, a misconception that dailies are all about, honestly, I think maybe I prefer Mr. Boom to Book of Sin here. Not only from a daily perspective, but from, an actual item perspective. I feel like there's a little bit of, an unfair thinking on dailies, or sentiment, of just oh, dailies are, exclusively grinding for points. Yo, dog, you can play dailies however the heck you please. If you want to play them grinding for points, going for those #1 leaderboard spots, then go ahead. If you want to play them... the number one thing for me on dailies, at least to start with, was just having, a point of connection where you could talk to other people about how dailies are going, right? Or how today's run was. You can go to your friend and say, hey, did you play today's daily? Yeah, this part was blah, blah, blah. Oh, that part was bullshit. Fuck Tyrone, etc., right? So that's what I'm hoping to get back to here. More of a conversation piece, I suppose. Got our Spirit Heart back, which is pretty good. That's why I like dailies, and maybe we'll make an effort to do them on the NLSS more regularly, because then we can talk about them as we're doing them, but for now, this is how it's going to be. Alright, I like this run so far. I hate knockback against enemies that don't die in one hit, but the Tears Up is probably worth it. Mr. Boom will try to use... We have a regular bomb now, so we'll probably try to use Mr. Boom to find a secret room. And we should do so before we finish this room, so that we could get another half charge on it as soon as possible. And this has given me several runes. That's bad damage. So this... Oh, thank God we didn't get hit there. Big deal here is to take the best rune available. So it's probably not going to be Awaz. Awaz, Algiz, Perthro, Hagalaz. Okay, so we'll use an Awaz. Not a crawl space. We'll use an Awaz. We don't need to keep the Awaz runes because we're not... What was that? I forget what our card was. We don't need to keep the Awaz runes because we're not really interested in finding a seam on that level. Like, we're already going to Mega Satan, so we know we're going to be fine with respect to that. Kind of a huge whiff on Mr. Boom there, but that's okay. I figure you use the Algiz rune, give yourself the best chance possible of getting through this monstro fight without taking damage to get you a deal with the devil. And then, sure, you're not able to use Perthro on this floor, but at least you're able to use Algiz on this floor and then use Perthro on the next floor. I feel like that might be the best possible, you know, way to divvy up your resources here. Ooh, that last shot. Got it done, luckily. Okay. Growth hormones, really good. We could really use the speed upgrade, honestly. And then we take all of these. Guppy's Collar for sure, Contract from Below for sure, and Abaddon for sure. And all of a sudden, this run is shaping up to be something special. So you probably take Perthro. But since we're coming back this way regardless, just don't walk through that gate accidentally. You might want to take Hagalaz and then just, like, use it on a room like this. Oh my god, we got hit! I'm actually embarrassed, but also amazed. Can't really be mad. Let's go explore all the rest of the available rooms and look for our secret room as well, which appears to be probably that one right there on our left. Ooh, this is well worth it. So do the smart thing first. You place the bomb, pick up the bomb and the penny. You come back here, you place the bomb, you pick up the bomb and the penny, and the whole reason you do this is to try... Oh, that's definitely not our secret room as well. You learn something new every day. The whole reason you do this is to basically get 2 extra cents at the cost of more time than you'd probably like to admit. Well, where the hell is our... Well, we don't have any bombs anyway, but I'm like, where the hell's our secret room now? I don't know, it can't be next to the other secret room, I think, and it didn't look like it was going to be there. So we just head down to the next floor, making good time, really strong damage. We'll have some red hearts that we can use for deals with the devil. It's a positive situation. Okay, I think there's no real reason not to go to the curse room right away, and it's the Mark, which is beautiful. Come back here, and I don't think there's any reason to avoid the mob trap room either. Probably a horrible use of Mr. Boom. Now, do we want Callus? I honestly feel like Callus is really good for me, because I oftentimes walk into spikes or walk over creep. Especially if I have anemic, which we don't have yet, but it could happen in the future. In a variety of different paths. I think this is actually like a C tier trinket, but it might be like the top of the C tier. Might be on top of spaghetti, all covered in cheese. I still, this song, I know it's like it's a children's song sort of, but I don't get it. On top of spaghetti, all covered in cheese, I dropped my poor meatball because somebody sneezed. Yo, you gotta get better grip strength if a person's sneeze is strong enough to make you drop your meatball. Arguably one of the most prized parts of the spaghetti. At least, you know, that's part of the reason I'm there. Here, when I have a spaghetti, which I don't have that often because I'm actually not that big of a spaghetti fan. Don't tell anybody. I'm there, number 1, Parmesan cheese. Number 2, meatballs. Number 3, sauce. Number 4, noodles. You could just put the remaining ingredients as aforementioned on top of rice, and I would enjoy it just the same. So to lose the meatball indicates to me that you had no respect for that meatball to begin with, to be honest with you. Yo, I gotta say, Mr. Boom is kind of killing it right now. I'm having a good time with it. I'm glad we didn't roll Book of Sin. Not just because it would have slowed us down, but it's just kind of boring. Once every 4 rooms, you know, get a battery charge. Ooh la la. Okay, we have what I hope is going to be a crack at a guppy item here. Yeah, I should have gotten out of the way of that. Not a great excuse to get hit there. Number 1 priority is distance. Number 2 is killing the one that was so close to death anyway. Oh, that was really dumb. I never should have been hit there. Maw of the Void is dope, though, and now we gain the ability to fly, so that's real fast. We're getting real strong real fast. Spoonbender, also great. Definitely going to make the effort to go to our shop here. This daily is kind of getting out of control fast here. So we're going to basically, you know, seam-wise, take every available opportunity to pick up whatever the hell they feel like giving me, to be honest with you, because I feel like everybody's going to be doing amazingly. Or at least relatively amazingly. Yeah, you take Diplopia over Mr. Boom. Take Car Battery. Maybe try to blow this guy up. See if you get anything. Then you take Diplopia, and you roll with Diplopia until you find something. Maybe you steal a deal with the devil or something like that. Wow, that's a really good haul. Use this to try to bolster yourself, just because it's a little bit more fun than Mr. Boom. But Mr. Boom is fine. By the way, Car Battery Diplopia, I don't know, does that give us 4 times the items when we use it? I hope so. I'm skeptical, but I hope so. Second secret room. Oh man, we pretty much took out this entire floor, and also are going to be leaving in good time. And we got Maw of the Void and Homing Tears. So far, so good. This is a good daily to come back to. And we have not had much desire to use our Perthrow rune so far, which is always a good thing. I mean, what we could do, especially if it doubles, next time we get a deal with the devil that has items on it, Diplopia said items, which will give us like 8 different pedestals, or at the very least 2 pedestals if there's 1 item. But if there's 3 items and it does quadruple, who knows, right? And then we use Perthrow on the ones that we don't want, or the ones that we want but don't give us benefits for having duplicates of. And I think we might be like absolutely killing it. Got lucky to make it out without getting hit there. This is already getting a little ridiculous in a way that I'm extremely fond of. Okay, I mean 3 flies, half a black heart. It's not great, but it's not horrible. Sack dagger's fine. Full health, full health. Hematemesis, not a bad thing for us right now at all. Although I guess a lot of people probably would be rolling a Maggie run that's still rich in red hearts, so maybe I'm not thinking about them so much. We've been down here already. It's probably like a third of this floor done, maybe even closer to half. Since we can fly, we, I guess, have no need for Callus anymore. That was fast. We can pick up AAA battery instead. Get a Bracano rune. Not a secret room on that side. Okay. I mean, more bombs would be nice. That's like the one very limited soft spot right now, but to be honest with you, we're looking pretty good on other consumables, especially considering we have Contract from Below. I guess we haven't... 4 cents and 5 keys is not necessarily killing it, although 5 keys is really good. But I have faith in our ability to get consumables in the future through things like double chests, for example, even if that one wasn't necessarily incredible. Okay, shop doesn't look great. This is almost certainly a secret room. Thank God, it was our only bomb. And we only got a key out of it. I think we go explore. Might as well, before we finish here, because once we finish, it's going to be the Diplopia show. Okay, no need for that. Big items I'd like. Of course, more damage. Any form of piercing shots, Death Touch is probably the most likely, or Death's Touch is probably the most likely given where we are. This boss fight and Room Arrangement is just showing up all the time now. Dark Bum would be huge, because we get a lot of red hearts we can't use. Alright, never mind. No deal with the devil. Next floor, the deal with the devil is set. It's on. Hopefully. Depths 1. Minute and a half ahead of schedule. Not slowing down there. Might be a little bit rare to see me caring this much about consumables, but I would like to make our shops worthwhile at some point. I didn't really see anything that made the last one too worthwhile. I think there was Mom's Box of Trinkets, which is like... actually really good if you have no other trinket that's already great, but we sort of do. And this is my chance to kind of get some revenge as well. And revenge on the game, but also on the people who say I never actually get value out of Diplopia. We got it with Car Battery. I doubt it synergizes, but if it does, and even if it doesn't, we should endeavor to at least prove the haters wrong on that one. Not just because it would prove someone wrong and make me feel good, but rather because, you know, it's part of our journey of self-discovery. Okay, now we've only got 2 keys thanks to Bombs or Key, but way more bombs. You know what? Let's check our double key room first. I believe. 2 rerolls all consumables on the ground. We will take this, reroll everything else, including the battery charge. Algae's rune. Got another key. Petrified poop. We're going to stick with Perthro. But that was a pretty nice room, all things considered. I guess we could, now that I think about it, even if we don't get one from the deal with the devil, we could Diplopia Boss Rush, which is 3 guaranteed items, I guess, after we take one. 4 before we take one. And then, Perthro the ones that we don't like. And take the ones that give us double benefits. That actually seems like a decent outcome to me. Scary, because it would mean that we're not using Perthro up until that point, but possibly, like, really awesome nonetheless. Ooh, 2 Spirit Hearts. Means I don't have to backtrack, and that's always nice for me. Making ridiculous time at this point. Definitely Sackboy, that's non-negotiable. 2 of Hearts is bad, but we have 5 cents to possibly get an arcade on our next floor anyway. Sackboy is huge. Also kind of annoying sometimes, if we're being honest. Sackboy can be a little bit of a stick in the mud. Takes 100 years to finish each room because they just keep dropping things that are good for you, and you gotta pick them up. But, I suppose that's not really the right thing to be complaining about. I think we enact our deal with the devil plan if we find one that it seems appropriate for. Take Placenta. It's not going to be this one for sure. Because this is only 1. We know Boss Rush is going to be better than this. Lump of coal is fine. Let's go find our secret rooms and then get the heck out of here. Only reason we're going for the secret rooms is because we got a lot of bombs. And we also have a good deal of time. So we're not in any risk at all. I can't stress enough, it's a very nice daily to come back to. This is, it's easy mode right now. Probably a little bit high on damage penalty. I'm not thrilled about that, but that's my own, you know, personal foible. Worth it for the exploration bonus, maybe at least. And we're leaving 1 room behind. I'm okay with that. Make sure we have a little bit of time to fiddle around with the Depths 2 or Necropolis 2 or whatever we might be heading down to next. This is like the ideal daily run from the perspective of getting max points. In the sense that, you know, we have Sackboy, sure, but also easy boss rush and maybe a great opportunity to leverage boss rush like crazy. And we have a great run for Hush, which is to say we have a lot of HP and a lot of damage. Like the 2 things that make Hush, more so than any boss in the game, less formidable. Of course, the more HP, the more damage you have. That's pretty much the crux of winning an Isaac to begin with, but for Hush, it's more relevant than on any other boss. Thank you. Don't like you guys too much, but any chance to generate Demon Hearts is a pro in my book. Wow, didn't even have to go over there ourselves. 2 Wheel of Fortunes. Pick up the other Wheel of Fortune, please. Blow it up. I don't think we want, like, increased stat effect. Was that trinket? Yeah. AAA battery, one day is gonna be worth it for us. Day has not come yet, but it will at some point. That was horrible. Bad damage on my part. Might as well take the HP upgrade for now. We're not super concerned with waiting on permanent Polaroid invincibility. If it happens, it happens, but it's a decent way off. Even though we're getting the Polaroid on this floor. We got a lot of HP to trade away first. Moon. Hierophants. Perthro. Algiz. I mean, Algiz is pretty good, but Perthro is kind of central to our plan right now. Shop, to me, has, like, nothing of value right now. Hierophant is good. We'll at least put those down there. We may or may not end up using them. And for now, we got a lot of exploration to do before we go through with this, mom fight. That was really, really bad damage. Okay, if possible, it would be ideal to do a boss trap room. I'm gonna say that the jury is out on that one for now. We could have an arcade. If we have an arcade, I would probably give up, nice. I would probably give up, the Eternal Heart to do it. At least right now. I guess the other option is go fight the boss and use the Moon card. But I'd rather not do that because I want to have Perthro available. Like, that would allow us to teleport out and then do all this shit after we've teleported out, and then we kind of have a little bit more fine control of our time, but I don't think it's that relevant. I think it's much better for us to take the Perthro in so we can really get max value out of Diplopia, if it ends up working out like I've got it planned in my head, which it rarely does. Okay, I mean, a weird time to get golden key, but still a good room key-wise. Definitely paid for itself, especially considering we have 2 of spades, which I actually did try to use there, and then we'll put that up. We don't need a strength card. 22 keys now is good. Secret room is probably here then. No? Then I'd say our secret room is adjacent to the shop? Yeah, okay. I got wishful thinking there, thinking we can get into boss trap, but it's okay. Sun card is good, but again, per throw. It's all about per throw right now. And we're going to be making such good time. Second secret room is kind of, it looks far away based on where rocks are positioned here, so I'm going to say no to that one for now. At the risk of costing myself that exploration bonus quite dearly. Okay, easy fight. No deal with the devil again. We got 4 different items. I think we diplopia the shit out of these guys. And then we decide what we're going to take, what we're not going to take. I think of all these items, we're going to start with Skinny Odd Mushroom. And then we're going to pick up... Well, when we pick up the other Skinny Odd Mushroom, the other items are going to disappear, right? So we can take all of these 4 items here. And you know what? Let's do it. Let's take Tiny Planet with Lump of Coal. And let's take Lard as well. You know what? Let's reroll Lard. And we'll reroll everything else as well. So now we've got Shielded Tears, and we can take one of the 4 items on the outside. Fruitcake, we can take Infestation as well. Book of Secrets we don't really want. I guess we'll take Fruitcake and get real fucking weird with it. I'm glad my Diplopia plan worked. I mean, we did just pick up 5 items. Were they all good? No. Definitely not. Shielded Tears is good. Oh, Cat's trying to bust his way into the room here. Fruitcake can be good or horrible. Hey, Tomo, what's up, buddy? Skinny Odd Mushroom, I think, is good, if not actually great. But mostly, I was like, yeah, 5 extra items. That's a sweet opportunity for us. Maw of the Void, Sack Dagger, you know, Lump of Coal. These are still going to be our principal means of dealing damage. With the mild exception of occasional Holy Light shots and stuff like that is unreliable, but still pretty fantastic when it works out. Okay, take the Spirit Hearts. I think the first step of every boss fight here is just get a delicious Maw of the Void shot off. Everything else is just, it's just gravy. Maw of the Void should put you pretty close to killing 1 enemy per phase. At least give you a nice head start. Okay, we will need that Spirit Heart. Just enough. I think that this Tiny Planet loadout is pretty good, but it's going to be worse on rooms that are small. Because we are going to have just a heck of a hard time avoiding, like, fire mine shots and other bullshit like that just hits us in the face. Basically immediately. Easy enough. Probably try to take out Famine first. Because who else is left here? Just Gurglings? Pretty much no stress at all there. And if we can get some extra early sack damage, sack dagger damage done as well, that's pretty huge. Because there is a period where the enemies basically can't hit us. You know, they haven't animated an attack yet. It's not a very long period, mind you, but a period nonetheless. I don't know, this is looking pretty good now. I also feel like this is probably a little bit of an unusual setup, which is a positive for us. Not because of any, like, strategic plays it gives us, just because it's freaking weird, and that's the style I can get down with. You're probably going to kill the other boss, so thank you for that. You've betrayed King and Countryman. I appreciate that a great deal. Never mind, I guess that boss can hit us right off the bat. My mistake. I should have remembered to mention, by the way, this is going to be awesome, Sackboy working together here. With Fruitcake, because we get the occasional head of the Keeper shots, which will give us a good chance to generate sacks, which will generate double consumables, I think, because of Contract from Below. You know, we got a myriad synergies working together right now. A myriad? I think you just say myriad. I can never remember. Taking some, like, really shitty damage in the process of doing this here, but... You know, part of it is Fruitcake, part of it is also Shielded Tears blowing up like enemy bullets in my own face, which... Blowing up enemy bombs in my own face, I should say, which is, annoying. but I can live with it. TNT is just not even... Well, I guess we'll take it. I was going to say it's not even worth taking. Is that true? I don't know. It may be worth taking for no other reason than to have it. Okay, we definitely still want to fight Hush. Why are these things so fast? Please break the red poops. You know what? Fine. Don't break the red poops. I'll walk on them, see if I give a shit. How do our future prospects look on this run? I think totally fine, honestly. Maw of the Void having shielded tiers is pretty amazing as well, because it totally blocks, like, all of these bullshit shots that could come in and hit us, so... I'm pretty excited about that. Like, we should be fairly tough to hit by bullets. Bombs, beams, stuff like that. A lot of that's still gonna sneak through. Some of it is actually more likely to deal damage. Like, any enemy that shoots, like, an Ipecac shot is much more likely to hit me now. Steven's a good pickup. Never gonna shy away from a damage upgrade given the opportunity. And Lump of Coal, Tiny Planet, along with, you know, stuff like Explosivo, never gets the credit it deserves, man. This is like one of the situations in which I feel like Tiny Planet is way better than it gets credit for. But it's probably going to be a rare pickup on this run, just because I imagine most people probably won't take Diplopia into the boss room, which may actually be a bad idea from a daily standpoint, to take Diplopia into the boss room. You know, picking up 6 items is like minus 120 points or something like that. When you get to the really high levels on the dailies, you know, the rare opportunities I've had to find myself there, that can be a slight problem. You know, 120 points is not nothing. Throw down a bomb. The bomb has given us Spirit Hearts we can't use, which is a really good sign that our run is in a good position, I'd say. Alright, Teratoma never stood a chance, basically. I actually feel a little bad. We'll take Super Bandage. I don't feel like Red Hearts are a detriment to us right now. Especially because we can come in here. IV Bag would be a really nice pickup, but we didn't get IV Bag, we got Blood Bag. That's also a really nice pickup. Unfortunately, it's going to make it impossible for us to go to our Mob Trap room, probably, but such is life. Save the Devil card. I guess we should have tried to leverage our swag bonus a little bit more, but whatever. 2 black hearts. Might be able to, like, get in, grab this, get out. Nope. Might make our damage penalty a little higher. That's funny. I can't remember if the curse room does affect your damage penalty. Of course, after taking a bunch of damage to it, I think it shouldn't, but your mileage may vary on that. We got tons of time to get to the Hush fight. All the time in the world, basically. Gotta check that red chest. Hush fight also should be relatively easy. Not relative to the other boss fights, but relative to, you know, Hush as usual. Inarguably could be picking up more exploration bonus stuff down here, but I'm trying to come to terms with the fact that the game gave us early Guppy items, and doesn't seem very likely to pay out with the full Guppy trifecta here. That's a bit of a rude misdirection on a daily, Tyrone. I don't actually think Tyrone curates the dailies 100%, like he's like the architect of them, but I don't know, maybe. Well, let's be honest. If I'm playing the dailies more like I play my actual runs, that means we are not going to explore anymore here. And I'm not going to worry too much about the extra, you know, 200 or 300 we can get from an exploration bonus. Don't use the Devil card, because we are going to want that for when we fight the Hush. TNT, I actually feel like, why would I use it when I feel like our own shots do, like, so much more damage than TNT would, and TNT's already, like, a bit of a finicky item to use as is. I really thought we could sneak in the Maw of the Void protection before we got hit there. Okay, now we've got this. These are not Guppy items. I think we'll take Satanic Bible, but not Sister Maggie, and then head to the Hush fight. And of course we got Mega Satan after that. We'll probably try to do the entire chest. At least on the chest we can actually get our own, or get stronger, you know, get our own items. Cricket's Head makes it all worthwhile already. We're gonna hit max HP due to these batteries for sure. 2 of Hearts, the Stars. Might as well use 1 Stars card, save 1 key. Piercing Shots for sure. Even though we kind of already have piercing shots. We also have a get out of jail free card, which I guess gives us a free access to our shop, so we save another key. Deep pockets is fine. I mean, the battery is not a bad pickup, but I think we're pretty unlikely to need it. Where's our... I want to take the devil card in. Oh, we can take both. We can take, like, strength devil. Yeah, let's do that. And we can always get 2 of hearts afterwards. Pop strength, pop the devil. I know this is going to basically take away a black card from us just for popping it, but I think it's probably worth it just for the, like, raw point increase we'll pick up. So far, so good. If any of these Explosivo shots actually go off, this guy is done. I can't believe he's not dead yet, honestly. I would have thought that would have happened a lot faster. Okay, stack these shots up. And you know what? Whenever he tries to come in with shots of his own, that's when you launch this Maw of the Void shit. Oh man, Shield of Tears is such good protection from Hush here. Okay, we got caught in our own Explosivo shot there. That was dumb. Might as well use this. Just keep the shots coming, especially if we... Yeah, you stick an Explosivo on him, and then no shots can get past that barrier. That makes life extraordinarily easy. This should also protect us very nicely from continuum shots. I guess we picked up something there. Moon card. Definitely do not pop that by accident. Hey, Perthrow, we can actually use, like, immediately. Use Perthrow on that room that has a, that has Lemon Mishap and, like, Book of Secrets or whatever it was. And we can at least get something out of it and then take, like, 2 of Hearts down. I don't know, maybe we'll get a better card in here to take down. It's fairly plausible. I still don't know quite what we're getting hit by. Maybe I'm just getting too close to him. But this is like a really ideal anti-Hush run right here. Like, Tiny Planet is just destroying his shit. Tiny Planet Shielded Tears is making it, like, nearly impossible for him to hit us with anything. Plenty of black hearts as well, thanks to Maw of the Void. And also, I guess, Sackboy to some extent. That was, like, the fastest I've ever killed flies, probably. Yeah? I mean, these guys are somehow getting past the array of shots we're putting out for them, but... Do not teleport out here. Stay still. He's not quite almost dead, but he's almost dead. Really fast run here, too. Usually on Mega Satan dailies, you end up taking a little bit more time to try to min-max, I guess, but we kind of did our min-maxing for us. It's one of those situations where I actually feel like Tiny Planet benefited us more than it hurt us. And I'm always, I guess, a little self-righteous when that happens. So we'll take the sun and probably just use it to map the entirety of the chest. We need Perthrow first, though. There's Ansus. There's Perthrow. Okay, come down here. Crack this open. Perthrow this. I don't think we want to Forget Me Now Hush. I think you take this, and then you use this to Forget Me Now the chest to get a larger exploration bonus. But then maybe you don't get to fight Mega Satan because the key will get used. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird call, isn't it? I honestly don't know. So we want the sun and any other... I mean, High Priestess could be okay. You don't get extra points. By the way, that's what people are going to be like. Take it, you get extra points. You don't get extra points. We're doing it. High Priestess, the sun. You don't get extra points for fighting the Hush twice. Judgment. Okay. Knock down his Judgment. Don't really care what you give me. I don't know. Why don't we do the chest twice? It'll be funny, is my thinking. And if it doesn't give us the points that I want it to give us, then so be it. Okay, this is the combination we want. Yes, okay. Finish this off. Maybe use nothing. Actually, you know what? Bullshit. Use the sun card immediately here. We have a pretty good chance to just get another card anyway. I think we'll probably do the mob trap room. Just to get the, well, do like secret room, mob trap room. And then bum rush the boss. Yeah, this seems like it could be worth it. I also picked up a rune. We'll probably take Bob's Brain just for shits and giggles. More so giggles than shits. And do we, like, AAA Battery has proved to be kind of a bust on this run. Maybe we take Flatworm instead, just for fun. Sure, I mean, it makes our shots look weird. Hermits. Algiz is actually pretty good. So we'll take that. And let's go to our boss fight. Wait. We don't want Hermit. We want Ansus. Where's our Ansus rune? Oh, High Priestess, that's what I mean. Yeah, we don't need Ansus. We don't need High Priestess either, for that matter, but I figured we'd take it to make one room easier or something. Now, we should have a pretty good chance of getting our swag bonus up, too. Just from now, like, getting consumables, but never actually using any, because there's nothing to use them on. Screen's starting to look a little busy. I think that's pretty obvious. Why take Bob's brain? Just for the fun of it. Rarely are we going to be shooting in the same direction as the enemy anyway, thanks to Tiny Planet, so why not mess about with it a little bit? Lucky Rock. Good for swag bonus, but I'm not going to sweat that too much right now. Alright, High Priestess. Get in there. Hit him with the Maw of the Void shots. Hit him with the Maw of the Void shots again. He seems pretty confused. I would be too. This guy's come down here, he's shooting nuclear almonds at me. And he is somehow not dead, but he's very, very close. I didn't see what Europa's score was, but honestly, even though I'm not focusing on really doing the best that I possibly can here, we're still kind of crushing it. Which is not to say, like, oh, I could do it even if I don't really try. No, it's rather just like, this is kind of an ideal run for it. We'll take the bombs, we'll take the Zodiac, even though it kind of sucks. We will fight Mega Satan on this floor. I guess now that I think about it, after we kill Mega Satan, we won't get a chance to use the Forget Me Now. So maybe we should have used it on the last floor. We do, like, this is a compromise I will make for points. You need to fight Mega Satan. That's the whole reason you're here. There's a chance you could get Dad's Key, but it's... I mean, how are you going to get Dad's Key? How are you going to guarantee yourself Dad's Key, I guess? I guess, unfortunately, we don't use the Forget Me Now. We probably should have used it not to fight Hush again, even though there were items down there, but to do a second Cathedral and get a slight exploration bonus there. It's a small seam, but I'll admit, it's a seam nonetheless, and unless something very surprising happens, I don't see myself using the Forget Me Now here. Yeah, unfortunately. We should be slightly careful as well. I mean, it's going really well right now, but it can change. Oh my god, I was so fine that I was going to be like, I'm fine. But then that changed as well. Stop taking dumb damage. Start killing enemies with more reckless abandon. Because you don't want to die against Mega Satan after putting in the work on this daily, getting your weird almond-shaped ass, like, working out perfectly here. Yo, this guy, you stand no chance. You might as well come back to life and eat shit forever. Just come back, grab this. Don't fully know where we're going. Keep in mind, we are going to gain... Wow. We are going to gain another 6,000 for fighting Mega Satan. So that's going to take us to roughly 44,000 with the associated exploration bonuses. And then we'll probably get to like 40... 47, maybe 48, optimistically. Pretty good run. Sun card is actually a really nice failsafe for us here. Pretty good run. I didn't see if Europa's score was in the 50s. I think it's possible on a run like this if you manage to leverage, you know, the consumable game properly from a daily standpoint at least. You could probably get to 50k. There will be people who legitimately hit over 50k on this run, I'm pretty confident. Well, I'm very confident because they can do it on runs that suck. So if they can do it on runs that suck, then they should have no problems doing it on this run, which is out of control. Can't be too... I mean, I know this is like a double entrance and exit room, but can't be too much more space for exploration here. Cancer item's good. Notched axe is actually completely worthless. I guess the one thing I would say is do you get the points? Wait, no. Let me think about this. After you kill Mega Satan, they give you a chest now. Previously, they might as well use Whipworm. Previously, they didn't used to give you a chest. They used to give you just the exit. But they'll give us a chest here. And then we'll choose not to go into it. And then we should be able to use Forget Me Now to get the extra exploration bonus. I think, I don't know. I'm kind of flying in uncharted territory here. We don't need the Hermit. We can take Strength and Sun. Let's... I don't know, dude. Basically, that's what I'm saying right now. I don't know. If we can get one more floor's exploration bonus, I'd really like to. Mostly because it would just be strange right now. But also, it would be good for the daily. And this is a decision that I would make whether we were focusing on points or absurdity. And that doesn't happen all that often that you get overlap there, so I appreciate it. Also, we're tearing Mega Satan a new asshole. Hopefully we just get our points immediately. Because if we have to go through the chest to get them, I guess we're going to have to go through the chest to get them. Which is unfortunate. Yo, this damage is out of control, man. 3 cards? Could be good. I mean, the Sun card is great if we don't have a Curse of the Lost on the next floor, so we can actually see where we should go to maximize... Well, to minimize backtracking, honestly. Don't need Strength. Don't need Empress. Don't need Strength. So if we're going to take one, we'll take Empress. With the Sun card. Alright, so he should be dead, like, right now, basically. Just don't accidentally go in the chest. We didn't get our points immediately. So I think we have to walk into the trophy here, sadly. It took us to 44,000. We were in 338th. I can live with it. Ropa did, oh, just like a little bit of damage bonus better. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that run. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.